This ancient tantric sex position invites you to experience a shift in energy dynamics through a role-reversing variation of the classical missionary position. So, to perform it, the man lies back with his legs spread in a receptive posture, just as a woman normally would, while the woman gets on top with her legs straight, just as a man normally would. So this role reversal allows both partners to step into the opposite polarity, creating a balance of energy. Now, it might feel intimidating to be in the surrender role as a man, but understand that this is not about losing control or power, but it's actually about expanding your capacity to feel and to connect on a deeper level. So by surrendering, you release the pressure to perform, which will in turn calm your nervous system down and open you up to experience full body pleasure. By conserving your energy, you can experience pleasure not just in the genitals, but throughout your entire body. This is known as energy orgasms. And for a detailed guide on how to achieve multiple male energy orgasms, check out the link in the description for my free step-by-step download. So now, in this position, the woman takes the lead, taking full control of the movement and the pacing. This allows her to find the optimal rhythm, and if you feel adventurous, there's an advanced technique that you can try in this position that is called the corkscrew motion, where the woman moves her hips in slow circular motions, which stimulates subtle energy centers in both partners, helping the life force energy or prana to flow through the spine. But what really makes the inverted missionary so powerful is the exchange of energy. The man, by embodying the receptive role, amplifies the woman's energy and then reflects it back to her. And this creates a loop of ecstatic pleasure. When both partners relax and let go, their energies align, creating a sense of harmony and sacred union. So if you're going to try this, don't worry about doing it perfectly. This is about letting go of expectations and let the energy guide you instead. So take your time exploring this new dynamic. The inverted missionary is the perfect preparation for the next position, which is the classical seated posture known as the happy seat or Yab Yum, which embodies the very essence of Tantric union. The Yab Yum position originates from traditional Tantra, and in Tibetan, it means father and mother. It symbolizes the union of masculine and feminine energies within. It represents the merging of consciousness and energy, which is known as Shiva and Shakti in Tantra. So to perform it, sit cross-legged, facing one another. She will sit on your lap, resting her hands around your neck, creating a closed circuit of energy between you guys, right? So you and your partner can focus on what's called the secret language in Tantra, which is the subtle muscular contractions of the genitals, and they create this kind of energy waves between you two. The practice of the secret language is a form of non-verbal communication while having sex, where vaginal and penile contractions answer one another. So this practice involves controlling genital muscles, which can be trained. The muscles used here are the same ones involved in pelvic floor exercises for strengthening the yoni and the lingam, the penis and the vagina. This secret language can be practiced without physical movement, making it ideal for these seated postures where physical movements are limited, right? There are two additional techniques that you can consider to further enhance this position. The first one is synchronized breathing. So by inhaling and exhaling together, you create a shared harmonious rhythm. You sync up so to speak, your prana and your energy, and that deepens connection, believe it or not. The second is eye gazing. So maintaining eye contact allows you and your partner to experience a profound sense of melting into one another. This practice can evoke states similar to that of deep stillness in meditation. It can actually lead to profound experiences. Many of my coaching clients report sensations of boundaries being dissolved. They talk about waves of energy flowing through their bodies or entering trance-like kind of states, right? So these are normal occurrences when you have tantric sex. So traditional tantric positions are designed to extend lovemaking, allowing partners to stay connected for hours. This extended union isn't just about physical pleasure, but it's about using your sexual energy to cultivate spiritual transformation to achieve a few things. Number one, the union of energies. Number two, the dissolution of the ego. And number three, reaching higher states of consciousness. All right? So the longer the union lasts, the more energy is generated, and the greater the chances are to create a transcendent experience. And that is what it's all about. The next position is perfect for practicing techniques to extend lovemaking. The squatting missionary is a variation of the classical missionary position. To perform this one, the man squats between the woman's legs, making it more comfortable for her by avoiding unnecessary pressure and allowing for easier connection. So it also supports the practice of semen retention, helping to channel sexual energy more effectively. So, the physical separation of your upper bodies creates a space of energy to circulate without the pressure of supporting your weight onto her. So, because of the woman can't move much in this posture, the man takes full control of the rhythm and the motion. This allows him to focus on maintaining awareness and control, which makes this sex position one of the best for learning and mastering the art of ejaculation control. Controlling your ejaculation is a cornerstone in sexual tantra. By avoiding the quick release of energy, you can prolong pleasure, allowing you to last long enough for both partners to feel fully satisfied, leading to a shared sense of fulfillment. So, the main benefits of this position is that it minimizes unexpected movements from your female partner, right? Which, as you know, can often make controlling ejaculation way harder. Because if you are on the edge and you're very close, and all of a sudden she makes a move that just pushes you over the edge, you are checkmate. You cannot do anything about that, right? So this makes it very valuable for men's sexual training, as it allows you to focus on extending your stamina without losing connection with your partner when you feel close to ejaculation. You can train yourself to slow your movements down. And with practice and perseverance, you will eventually learn how to move freely while staying on the so-called razor's edge without ejaculating. Mastering this ability can lead to the ultimate male orgasm. So to learn how to master the art of ejaculation control, make sure to download my free guide. I will leave a link in the description below. Then over time, you can experience greater pleasure together, potentially achieving a sacred sexual union that transcends physical intimacy. All right, let's talk about the sideways posture, another traditional tantric sex position, and also one of the most comfortable ones that you can do. The woman will lie on her back with one leg bent, the other extended, while the man is on the side perpendicular to her body and then scissoring the legs. So from above, your bodies will look like an L shape. What makes this position very suitable for Tantra is that it's super comfortable for both of you. allowing you to remain in it for an extended period. And this prolonged connection is key to tantric lovemaking because it deepens the sharing of energy between you. Another great thing about the sideways posture is that the movement is naturally limited and the penis is much less stimulated compared to many other sexual positions. This makes it easier to control ejaculation. In fact, I would recommend trying to stay in this position for up to 2 to 3 hours, making only minimal motions necessary to maintain an erection. That might sound like a long time, I know, but once you learn how to control your ejaculation, 2 hours will go by just like that. And here's the best part. Even if you lose your erection at some point, you probably will, right? You can keep going. That doesn't mean it's the end, because the angle of this position keeps the genitals in contact. So the energy exchange continues even without full penetration. And in fact, this position is so relaxing that you can even fall asleep by staying connected. And though the ego might start to dissolve and you drift into that dreamy state, your body still knows what's happening. So that magnetic exchange between you continues to flow naturally. So if you're looking for a position that is simple, that is comfortable, and deeply tantric, the sideways posture is definitely one to try. Finally, let's talk about one of the most fascinating ancient tantric positions out there, and that is the X position. It's made for rituals, and it's simple to perform. Your partner straddles you, both of you lie back on your backs, and then you crisscross your legs to form an X shape. Hold each other's hands, and you have created a beautifully shaped geometry with your bodies. This naturally conducts an energy circuit, much like a yoga asana, and it holds a special place in history. Some evidence seems to point to the fact that it was practiced 3,000 to 4,000 years ago, making it perhaps one of the old documented sex positions in human history. In fact, archaeologists discovered a prehistoric pot in India adorned with a drawing of a couple in an X-shaped union. What's interesting about this is that this position isn't something you will find in the Kama Sutras or not even in the sacred tantric temples, and it's rarely practiced today, which makes it a very little known gem of traditional Tantra. So what is the main goal of this position? Well, it's all about creating a ritualistic or intentional experience. So the relaxing and the lack of friction makes it perfect for achieving that purpose. There's minimal movements and penetration. So yes, you might lose your erection quickly. That is totally fine. This is not about stimulation or friction. It's about maintaining connection and cultivating inner stillness. So even with soft penetration, if that's the case, your bodies remain energetically linked, which is what really matters in this practice. It also makes for a great way to end your lovemaking. It's more like a meditation posture, ideal for slowing down, feeling the subtle energies, and bringing awareness to the crown. It is said that this position activates Sahasrara chakra, which is considered the most spiritual dimension of your being. When practiced with intention, this posture allows energy to naturally flow up the spine to the crown center, creating a sense of unity and transcendence. So to summarize, hold each other's hands, focus on the energy circuit between your bodies, bring your awareness to the crown chakra and feel the energy rising naturally. So the next time you're looking to slow down and end your sexual lovemaking practice with meditation, give this ancient posture a try. And if you want my help implementing these techniques in your love life, check out my video on Tantric sex for beginners next, where I will guide you step by step to get started on your tantric journey, whether you're in a relationship or you're single. See you there. Blessings.